anomalous expansion of water. Now, why do we use this term anomalous? This term means unusual or uncommon, that is not common or that is not usual. So as you know about thermal expansion, in thermal expansion you had to provide heat to any body and it would expand. But here the term anomalous expansion, it tells us that there is something unusual in this expansion. What is it so unusual in it? We'll discuss about it. There are some rare cases, some exceptions in which if you are cooling the body, then it will start to expand. So obviously it is something uncommon, unusual. In fact, you provide heat energy to any body, so it starts to expand. But in this case, if you cool down any body between any certain temperature range, some specific temperature range, it will start to expand. Such as there are many examples such as water, silica, or some more examples are also there. But we will be discussing about water only in this section. So what is the anomalous expansion of water? I'll tell you. If we cool down water from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, then it starts to expand. So this is the anomalous expansion of water, and it is known as anomalous expansion because in this case we are not providing heat energy, we are not supplying heat energy to the body, to the substance. In fact, we are removing heat energy, extracting heat energy from water. So for this temperature range from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, we'll discuss something more about it. Suppose we have some water in a container and the water is at room temperature 20 degrees Celsius. You put it inside the refrigerator, the fridge. So when it cools down from 20 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, it will behave as the other substances. It means that it will contract because you are cooling it down, so it will contract. But if you cool it further below 4 degrees Celsius, up to this temperature range from 20 to 4 degrees Celsius, it contracts. But if you continue to cool it down below 4 degrees Celsius, below 4 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, that is between this temperature range from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, if you cool water from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, below 4 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, then instead of contracting, it will start to expand. So this is about the anomalous expansion of water. We are cooling water below 4 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius. Then instead of contracting, it starts to expand. And obviously that is uncommon behavior. That is unusual behavior. That is why we call it anomalous expansion of water. That's it. So I'll tell you one more part about it. It was the anomalous expansion of water. Now suppose that the water is or the ice is at 0 degrees Celsius. Then if you provide heat energy to it, suppose you put the water that is at 0 degrees Celsius and you provide heat energy to it, then between this temperature range from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, when you heat this water that is at 0 degrees Celsius up to the 4 degrees Celsius, this temperature range, in fact it would not expand, it would start contracting. It's very simple. For this temperature range, the behavior of water is anomalous, is unusual. If you cool water below 4 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, instead of contracting, it expands. And the reverse case, if you start heating up water that is at 0 degrees Celsius, then up to 4 degrees Celsius, between this temperature range, it would not expand, it would in fact contract. And after this temperature range, suppose the water has already reached the temperature 4 degrees Celsius. Now if you continue heating, then it will also behave as the other substances. Suppose you heat water from 4 degrees Celsius up to 50 degrees Celsius. Then between this temperature range or 4 to 60 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Celsius, in these cases, water will also behave as the other substances. It would not contract, it would expand only. That is common behavior about the other substances also. But between this temperature range from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, it would contract. If you heat it, it will contract between this temperature range. And if you cool down water from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, instead of contracting, it will expand. So that is about the anomalous expansion of water. Now we will have a very important discussion which will help us to get the concept of Hope's experiment. What is Hope's experiment? But firstly, we need to know about the density. What is density? Mass per unit volume. Now, as you can see here, if you cool down water from suppose 20 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, it contracts. It contracts means the volume decreases. So the volume decreases. When the volume decreases, as you can see here, obviously the mass is constant, it is kept constant. Then we have this relation between density and volume. If the volume decreases, the density increases. And as you can see here, from 20 degrees Celsius, from the room temperature up to 4 degrees Celsius, the water contracts. It means that the volume decreases. So the volume decreases, that is why the density increases. But if you continue cooling it down below 4 degrees Celsius also, then what happens? Below 4 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, it expands. It means that the volume again starts to increase. Up to 4 degrees Celsius, it was contracting, the volume was decreasing. But below 4 degrees Celsius, the volume, it starts to increase. The volume starts to increase means the water starts to expand. So in this case, what do we conclude? The volume of water is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius, because before 4 degrees Celsius, suppose that we are talking about 5 degrees Celsius. So at 5 degrees Celsius, the volume of water, whatever it is, at 4 degrees Celsius, the volume of water, it must be less than what the volume of water is at 5 degrees Celsius. But as soon as you go below this temperature range, below 4 degrees Celsius, it again starts to increase. The volume again starts to increase. What do we conclude? That the volume of water is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius. I will write it over here. Volume of water is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius. So obviously below 4 degrees Celsius, it starts to expand. It means that the volume again increases. As we see here that the volume of water is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius. So the density of water, it should be maximum at 4 degrees Celsius, because they are inversely proportional to each other. So what do we conclude? Volume of water is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius and density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. We will be using this concept in the next part, that is about the Hope's experiment. Now, we have a very simple experiment that will demonstrate us that how does the anomalous expansion of water is taking place. Now, this is the Hope's experiment. In general, students, they are confused in this part, that what do we have to do? What is the observation and what is the reason behind it? So, it might be possible that you would be asked in your examination some 1 or 2 marks question, that why does this happen or why does this happen? Why does this thermometer firstly reads the decrement in temperature, and then afterwards this thermometer, that is the thermometer T1, it records the temperature afterwards, that is the decrease in temperature. It records the decrease in temperature after the thermometer T2, not initially. It doesn't record any fall in temperature initially. Initially, this thermometer T2, it records the fall in temperature. Why so? We will get each and every reason from this for this Hope's experiment. Okay, what is it? Firstly, let me tell you about the apparatus of it. What is the apparatus? We have a cylinder that is filled with water, and this is our central portion. The central portion, that is the middle part of the cylinder, At this central region, we have a trough. This is the trough. I'll mention it here. And the trough, it is filled with freezing mixture. Freezing mixture, it is very simple. Freezing mixture means this thing inside the trough, it is the freezing mixture. And what is the freezing mixture? It is nothing but the mixture of ice and salt, and it is used to cool down the things. So here we have used this freezing mixture that is inside the trough, that is placed where? At the central part of this cylinder. So it has the motive to cool down the water in this portion, in this region. So what will be the observation? I'll tell you the observation firstly, then we will get the explanation of it, that why does the thermometer T2, it firstly records the fall in temperature, and then after this thermometer T1 records the fall in temperature. So initially the thermometer T2, it records a temperature of, suppose this water, it is at room temperature 20 degrees Celsius. So firstly this thermometer, the thermometer T2, that is in the lower section of this cylinder, it will record a fall in temperature from 20 degrees Celsius up to 4 degrees Celsius. And then the temperature will be steady, it will be constant, it won't change further, it won't decrease further below 4 degrees Celsius. The temperature will be falling from 20 to 4 degrees Celsius, and as soon as the temperature of this part of water, the whole lower section of water, it comes to 4 degrees Celsius, the temperature will be constant, it will be steady. There will be no further decrement in temperature in the lower part of the cylinder. And after this phenomenon is over, then finally this thermometer T1 which is placed in the upper section of this cylinder, it will finally record a fall in temperature from 20 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, and then it will also become constant. What do we conclude here? Here the lower section, in which the water is placed in the lower section, it will fall from, the temperature will fall from 20 to 4 degrees Celsius, and then it will be constant. In the upper part, in the upper section of the cylinder, the fall in temperature will be from 20 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, and then it will also become constant, become steady. So here the temperature, the fall in temperature, it records up to 0 degrees Celsius, and then also it also becomes steady, constant. Now we will discuss that why does this happen? What is the reason behind it? The simple part about this experiment is about the anomalous expansion of water. All these things, they are taking place due to the anomalous expansion of water. I'll tell you how. In this part, at the central region, be very careful. At this central part, the water that is at this central part, it will firstly, neither this water in the lower section or upper section. Initially, the water in this central part, it will be cooled down from 20 to 19, 18 and so on. Finally, when this water in the central region, the water comes to 4 degrees Celsius. As you know, density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. Above it, above 4 degrees Celsius or below 4 degrees Celsius, that density of water is not maximum. It will be maximum at 4 degrees Celsius, and the value of it is 1 gram per centimeter cube or 1000 kg per meter cube. Now, at least you should keep it in mind, the density of water, because it might be possible that you have to use it in the numerical part. So, the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius, that is 1000 kg per meter cube or 1 gram per centimeter cube. Now, the water at the central region, firstly, it will cool down and it will reach to the temperature, up to the temperature 4 degrees Celsius. As you know, the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. So what do we conclude here? The water at this central region, it is the heaviest. It has the maximum density. Neither the upper part or the lower part, it has not the maximum density, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Only this water, that is in this central region, it has the maximum density. So what will we observe here? This water, as it is heavier than this, the water below it, so it will sink down, it will go down. So as this water goes down, this water that is below this part, it will rise above due to convection. Simple, it is very simple. This water being heavier, it will sink down and it will be replaced by the water below it. So this process goes on. It goes on until when? Until the whole part, the whole water in this lower section, it will be at the temperature 4 degrees Celsius. So this process will be continued, this convection will be continued until the whole water, the entire water in this region, in this lower part, until the whole water in this lower part, it comes to the temperature 4 degrees Celsius. Means the whole water in the lower section of this cylinder, it is heavier. So after it, as I told you, the whole water, it will reach the temperature 4 degrees Celsius. And finally, below 4 degrees Celsius, there will be no further decrement of temperature below 4 degrees Celsius. So the whole water in the lower section is at 4 degrees Celsius. So this temperature recorded by thermometer T2, it is 4 degrees Celsius. Now we move to the next part, that is in the upper section. Now as this water, it has no way, it can't go down because the whole water in the lower section, it is already the heaviest at 4 degrees Celsius. So this water, now it has no way to sink down. It cannot go down because already the water in the lower part, it is the heaviest one. So now the water at the central region, it will be forced to cool down below 4 degrees Celsius. Now it is already at 4 degrees Celsius, the water at this central region. But now it will be forced to cool down below 4 degrees Celsius. Now as you know, when the water will be forced down to cool below 4 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, there will be anomalous expansion of water. It would start to expand. Now when this water starts to expand, this water at the central region, when it expands means the volume increases, so the density will decrease. As the density decreases means it becomes lighter. Density decreases, it means that it becomes lighter. And if it becomes lighter, if the density decreases, then what will be observed here? This water, it will be lighter, so it will rise up. And due to convection only, this as the water at the central region, it rises up, it is replaced by the water above it. So this convection, it takes place as long as the whole water, until the whole water of the upper section of this cylinder, it will reach to a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius. This process will be continued. The water at the central region, it would rise up and it will be replaced by the water above it. So this process continues until the whole water in the upper section, it reaches the temperature of 0 degrees Celsius. And finally, suppose this is the topmost layer of water. So finally, you will observe that the temperature recorded by the thermometer T1, it is 0 degrees Celsius, and the water at the topmost part, slowly, gradually, it would start to convert to ice. So this water at 0 degrees Celsius, it will gradually change to ice at the very top. So it was about the Hope's experiment. Related to it, we have a very simple reasoning. You might be asked about it, that how do the aquatic plants or aquatic animals survive below the surface of water when it is winter? As you already know about the anomalous expansion of water, here we have a simple reasoning question that might be asked to you in your examinations. I'll read it for you. What is it? The anomalous expansion of water helps in preserving the aquatic life during very cold weather. Preserving means to save the aquatic life during very cold weather. We have to give the reason. How does the anomalous expansion of water helps to do so? As you know, when water is at 4 degrees Celsius, it has the maximum density. It has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. So this concept will only be used here to explain the process here, that how does it helps us, the anomalous expansion of water helps in saving the aquatic life. Now suppose that in a very cold country where the temperature can fall up to 0 degrees Celsius or below that also during winter, so what would be the condition there? The water in the pond or in the lake, in any water body, it might be frozen, and as a result the aquatic plants or the aquatic animals inside it, they would die. So what will be the condition here? We'll get to know about it. Suppose this is something, some water body, a lake or a pond, something. The atmosphere around it has a very low temperature. The atmosphere has the temperature 0 degrees Celsius or below it also, it is possible. So what will be the condition here? Initially, the water at the surface, at the top surface, this is the free surface. So at the free surface, the water, it will start to radiate heat energy. As you know, heat energy, it flows from a body at high temperature to the body at low temperature. So as compared to the atmosphere, the water, it is comparatively hotter. It has more heat energy. So the heat energy will flow from water to the atmosphere. So initially, the water at this surface, at the top surface, it radiates heat energy and it comes to a temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. Now as you know, at 4 degrees Celsius the water will have maximum density. So it is, the water here is denser now, is heavier now. As a result, as this water is heavier, it will sink, it will go down. So it will sink and the water here, it will be replaced by water below it. It means that the water, this water at the top surface, it will sink down and will be replaced by the water below it, that is from this part. This process will be continued until the entire water in the pond, it will attain the temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. Now when the whole water, entire water is at 4 degrees Celsius, still the water continues, the water at this top surface, it continues to radiate heat energy. Now as you know, when water is cooled from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, between this temperature range, if water is cooled below, then what will happen? As you know about anomalous expansion of water. So when water will be cooled below 4 degrees Celsius up to 0 degrees Celsius, it will start to expand. So this water here, the volume of it will increase, it will expand. So as a result, its density will become less than 1 gram per centimeter cube. When water was at 4 degrees Celsius, it has the density 1 gram per centimeter cube. But as soon as it is cooled below 4 degrees Celsius, the density of this water at the topmost surface, it will be less than 1 gram per centimeter cube. It means that it is lighter. As compared to the water below this surface, this water is lighter, so it won't sink further. Now when this water, it reaches the temperature of 0 degrees Celsius, from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, it will, as it has reached the freezing point of water, that is 0 degrees Celsius, so this water at the top surface, it would change to ice. So this top surface of this lake or this pond, it is covered with a surface of ice, and ice is a bad conductor of heat. So as a result, this covering of ice, this layer of ice, it won't allow the heat energy from this water, that is below this ice surface, to radiate out, to go out to the atmosphere, to flow to the atmosphere. So as a result, the water below this ice surface, it will be at 4 degrees Celsius, and that much temperature, it is good for the survival of the aquatic plants or the aquatic animals. I think it must be very clear to you. With the help of this reasoning, the concept of your anomalous expansion of water would be more clear.